Hi, we're here with Michael Sodano, and he's going to tell us about his rod.
Hi, yeah, well, it's a 1930 Model A Ford Coupe. It was built to be kind of 60s period perfect kind of deal. Like this would be like the ultimate car you'd build in 1962. It's got a 394 Oldsmobile, 6 carburetors, 58 Olds rear end, Borg-Warner 4-speed transmission, and it's pretty period correct, right down to the real magnesium American Mag wheels. And so it was just kind of the car I always wanted when I was like knee-high to a grasshopper. And so I finally, after pouring through many vintage hot rod magazines to see what the proper pieces and parts to use were, I came up with this and built this whole thing myself in my own little machine shop, fab shop, and it took me about 5 years, and it was a lot of fun.
Nice car.
Thank you.
Thank you for talking with us and showing. We're here with Dennis Hicklin, and he's going to tell us about his car.
Okay. What this is a 47 Dodge Model D24 two-door business coupe. This car, there were 3,000 of this car made. There's only 45 of these left that exist. A friend of mine has a 41 DeSoto of this. There were 2,000 of that made. There's only 15 of that car left that exist. I was back east 2 years ago at Oshkosh, was cruising through Illinois. This car was on a parking lot in a little town of a population of 1,000. I'd been looking for one for 12 years, so spent the night, got up and took the pictures the next morning. Kids. Went over and took a look at it, and they wanted $6,000 for it. The guy had just traded it in. So thought about it, came back home. My friend and I, we jumped in the jet and went back there. Picked this up and drove it over to Brodhead, Wisconsin to a fly-in, and then drove it all the way from Chicago back here on the original Flathead 6. It's got the fluid drive. It's got 98,000 original miles on it, and it gave us 65 miles an hour at 17 miles a gallon. So just brought it down today, and just love to drive it because it's old and it's pretty cool, but we're going to take everything out of it. It's going to have a nice 360 with a drop spindle front end, 727 tranny, and a newer rear end, and then that'll be a cross-country cruiser. It's just it's the only one like it in the state of Washington, so it's kind of rare.
Why don't you tell us about the Mopar sign in the back?
The Mopar sign, this particular old warehouse across the street is an old Ballard warehouse. That was the Ballard Bowl sign when it was a bowling alley, and the other day we found the box of letters. They were throwing them away, so I got a hold of them, and there was enough of them there to where I could take the hacksaw and make a P out of the B, and so that actually spells the word Mopar. It's right there in the back if you look behind the seat.
Yeah.
Most people never got a chance to see that.
Thank you, Dennis, for showing us your car.
Great, my pleasure. Come again when next year we'll block off more of the street and bring more down.
I hope so.
Great.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, because it's going to get rubbed off down there.
Sure.
This guy. See what he wants. If it's quick, maybe he can waste 10 minutes and just do a little thing.
Oh, wait a minute. Go back.
I'm not worried about that. I don't know where the hell he went now. BC?
We're here at the Rooks car show at the Rockabilly Ball for 2002. I'm here with Jeff Fireball. Jeff, you play bass, don't you? What band do you play in?
This weekend I'm playing with the Go-Getters from Sweden. Regularly I play with BR549.
And where are you from? Are you from Seattle?
I'm actually from Bellingham, transplanted to Seattle, and then transplanted to Nashville.
How long have you been playing bass?
I've been playing bass guitar and electric bass for 19 years. I've been playing upright bass for 3.5.
And what were we doing to your bass today?
We're getting it pinstriped because it's shiny and green and it needs to be pinstriped.
Cool. Are you going on tour with the Go-Getters?
No, they just flew in for the Rockabilly Ball. We did a show Thursday night down the street, and then we played Friday and Saturday at the Rockabilly Ball. And I was just off the road with my regular band. They needed a bass player. It worked out, and then I get to come to the ball.
Then you're back with BR549?
Back with BR549 on Monday.
It was great talking with you, Jeff.
Thank you. Nice to see you.
You're watching Go-Kustom TV.
Hi, I'm here with Duke and Cheryl Morris of the Rooks Car Club, who put on the car show today, and they're going to tell us a little bit about the Rooks and about the car show today. How long have the Rooks been around?
The Rooks were started approximately 3 years ago. We started this car club as kind of a a way for us to get into the shows and actually get parking. A lot of the shows back then were only taking cars that were really high-end, high-dollar cars. Otherwise, they'd park us in the alleyways. Now things have changed a little bit. We've got big shows that are all of our own. We get good parking at big shows now, and they're actually building cars that are trying to emulate our cars, which are really low-dollar, low-brow cars. Kind of ironic. Cheryl, you think so?
Yeah, we started out as a group of a few friends, and we were mostly promoting rockabilly culture, classic Americana culture, and of course, as a result of that, the cars come into play. And I don't want to say we started a following, but we got a lot of people interested in cars that wouldn't have normally been interested in cars, and now it's turned into this. We have like great lowbrow culture, custom culture people that love rockabilly coming in and enjoying a great show like this.
So how many members of the Rooks do you have?
We've about 17 now.
Yeah. 17?
About 17 members, probably of which 15 are active members. Everybody helps out in any way they can, pretty much. It's not a real large club, but it's not so small that it can't support itself either, and that's kind of nice.
And then all the members are in the Ballard area or Seattle area?
They're in Seattle area approximately. We live in Edmonds. We have people who are from South Seattle, West Seattle, East Side, North Seattle. So yeah, I would say within 50 miles of Seattle is where we basically based from. And Ballard is kind of ground zero for us. Most of the music we come to see is in Ballard. Tractor Tavern is kind of like the place to go.
Yeah, it is the place.
Because they've always got cool bands.
So how did you get affiliated with Shake the Shack and the car show here?
I think it all started, we know Leon from going to shows. Leon has been doing this for 15 years now. Duke and myself kind of cornered him, or he actually came to us, I think, and said, you know, the cars go with the music. Would you guys be willing to take something like this on? And we were up for the challenge. We knew it'd be pretty hard to do, and we're a low-dough club, which, you know, we don't have big sponsors that come in and give us money to do this. We pay for the copying, for the brochures ourselves. We pay for the T-shirts ourselves. Everything is out of pocket for the club, so it's a low-dough club, and we do this on a low-budget, shoestring budget, but I think people have a great time doing it, and Leon's been really happy with it. The cars and the music go hand in hand, and it's helped us out, and it's helped Leon out as well.
About how many cars do you think came out today?
We had 101 registered cars. There may have been more. There were some that weren't registered that were parked up the streets. My guess is 120 cars showed up in the vicinity, and these are all cars that are at least 30 years old. Of those, 101 were registered to actually win in some sort of class of our show.
And what are the qualifications for showing your car?
Well, we actually made it pretty broad. It was 1966 or older. That was the only qualifications. You know, it could have been a stock car, a custom car, it could have been a hot rod, it could have been a stock antique car, you know, it could have been a truck even, as long as it was pre-1966.
So I guess it's really grown from the first year. How many cars did you have then?
We had 80 cars.
Yeah, last year, yeah.
80 cars.
So we're getting a little following. Looking forward to 2003, aren't we?
It seems every year we get another little street to add to, so next year maybe we'll shoot for 125 cars, but we want to keep it small and keep it real. You know, we're not in this to make money, and we want people to come out that sincerely like this style of car, this style of music, so forth. So.
Well, thank you for putting this on. It's been great. It's been great to see everybody's cars. It's been great to get together, just enjoy rockabilly, enjoy customs and hot rods and all that.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome.